Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the entire full spoiler list, what's inside Legendary Duelists Season 2. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, so I want to go ahead and first off kind of highlight the more important reprints out of this set, and then we're going to go ahead and check out the full list because most people just want to know, I want to know what the money cards are, and I got you with that, so I'm going to go ahead and hit you guys up with that first. So first off, some of the more expensive cards that are getting reprinted. Keep in mind that all these prices that I'm mentioning are as of right now. Things always change, and obviously with the reprints announced, a lot of these cards will start to fall in their value here. But anyways, Photon Orbital is getting a nice little reprint in here, and it's about $45 right now. This is a card that I think a lot of people really liked, especially crossing over from Duel Links, but it was an expensive card. This is Bingo Machine Go. This card is almost $30, and again, this card definitely needs another reprint, and this is going to be an excellent way for us to get our hands on that. Also, Cyber Load Fusion, that is the quick play, fusion for the Cyber Dragon archetype, and it's 23 bucks. Cyber Dragon is still a very popular archetype, even though I know it's not like the most of meta, but it's still like a pricey card. Another pretty pricey card. These are more for like a bunch of the Yu-Gi-Oh fans that like really like Blue Eyes. In fact, there's a lot of cards that just a lot more value in it just because they're just harder to get and they just needed reprints, like the Ultimate Creature of Destruction over here, where it makes the Blue Eyes unaffected by a card effect except for its own effect. And then on top of that, the Blue Eyes Alternative YuGiOh. This card, it was a lot higher before it got a reprint, but it's still like 12 bucks, which is still, again, relatively high for like, those people that just want to go ahead and play with it. There's also a Blackwing Full Armor Master. Even though like I haven't really seen Blackwings in a while, this card is still one of those pricey cards. The $16 card getting a reprint in here as well. Next up, the the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Libe, $25 cards for the basically the rank 10 train archetype, or technically anything can really run it, but not for 3 level 11 monsters. But it's like a $25 card getting a reprint in there. Speaking of that, trains getting another really good thing. Well, technically a lot of things can run this. Even in fact, the Machina archetype can run this too. The Urgent Schedule, this is the quick play, lets you go ahead and then bring out 1 level 4 or lower and a 5 or higher Earth monster. It just gives you a huge advantage in the game, that quick play. And then there's also Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon getting reprints. They're like $12 cards. There's a lot of like $12 cards in here. In fact, I don't know if they just look up the TCG player, all the $12 cards. Also, Cyber Eternity Dragon getting a reprint in here, $12 card. This one is over for the Blackwing archetype, another nice reprint. The Simoon, the Poison Wind. There's also Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, which is another $25 card. Again, great reprint. Harpy Perfumer. I really haven't seen a Harpies in quite some time, but $22 card. Again, another nice reprint. And then the Sage with the Eyes of Blue, another like $12 card that is getting a reprint. There's also the Cyber Dragon Nashter over here getting a reprint as well. So those are like the highlights. But to go over like a few of the cards over here, I mean, like there's a bunch of stuff for Blue Eyes to just kind of go over the entirety of the list. I'm going to go through this a little bit fast just as a heads up, and I will also link it down below for those guys that do want to see some of the stuff. Like most of these cards, they're like in like the under $1 range for the most part. It depends on what like rarity you want some of these on, but there's a bunch of the Blue Eyes cards over here. Again, Chaos Max is also relatively popular, I'd say, with like the fans and stuff, but the Chaos Dragon one is the more valuable card over here, the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. But yeah, Max is still pretty cool. Again, a lot of the Blue Eyes stuff, some of the stuff from even the Shark Trek, but this is like the big highlight. This card definitely needed a reprint. And then a bunch of the Cyber Dragon cards also, Eternity, Siger, sort of fusion, but not, like again, I went over most of the expensive cards. There's also Blackwings coming out in over here. So again, Simoon, like kind of the highlight, as well as the Full Armor Master. Then there's some Galaxy Eyes, but again, the most important one is actually the Photon Orbital. There isn't really like a chase card in here, other than Photon Orbital. I'd say probably is a chase card. There's also Afterglow, then Prime Dragon, and again, a bunch of like the Photon Galaxy Eye stuff. And then there's the Abyss Actors over here, although they haven't been too popular from what I've seen. Harpy's Pet Dragon used to be a very pricey card. If you have like, what is the Retro Pack Secret Rare one? There's also Harpy Lady Sisters, all the Harpy Ladies, Harpy Queen, Channeler, Harpist, again, Perfumer. The Harpist is cool too. But most of the stuff isn't really super expensive in the Harpy archetype. Other than what I've already mentioned over here. There's still someone like the Rose card. Again, We just dropped a video, by the way, of going over all the new Rose Dragon cards. There's a new like boss Rose Dragon monster, which is kind of cool, but I don't know how like relevant it's going to be. There's also Fallen Angel of Roses. Again, most of the stuff is probably not going to see too much competitive play, at least in the state that the game looks like right now. Black Garden's a great card. Mark the Rose, another like awesome card, but again, most of these cards can be bought for under $1 over here. And then again, some train stuff, rank 10 stuff. There's also the Luna Lights coming out in here. There's a few Luna Light cards, but that pretty much wraps it up for the set. And if you're wondering how big is the set, 131 looks like that's going to be the number here, unless they go ahead and also have alternate rarities of some of the cards, which I'm not sure if they've announced that yet. But yeah, that is going to be for the Legendary Duelist Season 2. Let me know, guys, what you think of it, and if you guys think it's worth picking up. For me personally, I'm not really too interested in any of the things here. Again, as far as the reprints go for most of these, I've already built most of these decks, so it might not be for me, so I'd be really mostly interested in like the more recent set that is going to be coming out before it. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. You guys can let me know your thoughts on the comment section below, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you happen to be new here, you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh announcements when we go over like sets and stuff, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more very soon. But definitely, guys, check out the new like boss Rose Dragon. There's a bunch of new cards. There's a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh news, and I just dropped that video. And if you haven't seen it, it'll be there in the pinned comment. But take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm signing out. Peace.